They're finally getting some snow. They're talking about, I don't know, 3 or 4 inches today and 4 or 5 inches tomorrow. I think they're talking over the weekend. This is the weekend. They're talking a storm total of 8 to 10 inches. So anyway, we might get the snowblower out in a little bit here. I think the snow is going to ease up here shortly. I don't know if the snow shows up in the camera or not. It's snowing pretty darn good. was a little bit of video of snow blowing, and here's a little video of some of the C9 lights that are out in the tree. We've got a G logo on that one. This is a couple hours after I cleared the snow. I already put the snow blower in and it dried up, but you can see there's quite a bit of snow. Each snow blowing was about 3 inches, so yeah, we got a total of about 6 inches. So actually I think today was about, yeah, probably 3 inches, and the other day maybe 4 inches, but it's settled down a little bit too. So anyway, just kind of showing you what's out here in the yard snow wise. Yeah, I even did a little snow blowing in the back here, just because the snow melts and gets all water, you know, it's kind of low back here. The neighbors' yards both are higher than mine, and when the ground freezes, the water doesn't have a lot of places to run, so I kind of clear some of the snow away, because it is lower down in there. It will run down that way and this way, but till the ground thaws, it doesn't soak into the ground. So yeah, it's like a skating rink back here if I don't do this, and then still sometimes it gets to be a skating rink. Just give you a little overview of the snowblower. It's a 1976 Areins. It's a 2-stage. So yeah, it's a 49-year-old snowblower, and it holds up pretty good. So that's why you see these going kind of slower, is because there's a gearbox here, and it has an impeller in here that spins like so as these are turning. And that throws the snow up and out. And generally, I think that's 11 or 12 inch. Generally, the bigger those are, the more snow flings out, and the closer they are to the edge of the bucket on there. But this snowblower, it has shear bolts. So if you hit something and it gets caught between the bucket and the auger, it shears instead of busting gears. It has grease fittings to keep these from corroding to the shaft. It's got little bearings on the end here, and I usually squirt oil in there. So after every use or two, I go over the machine. I'll grease these a couple, maybe depending on how much I use it a year, once or twice a season I'll grease those fittings. But pretty much I'll oil these pretty often, keep this lubricated. I let it dry out. I bring it in the garage and let it dry out. I often put a towel here to kind of act like a dike to absorb all the water, and then that saves a mess in the garage. And you look after your machines and they look after you. So I check the oil in it, lubricate all the mechanisms, motor oil or spray lithium grease, what I use on it. It's got a 5 horsepower Tecumseh Snow King engine. I think it states Tecumseh right there. This has the bucket numbers and then the tractor unit numbers. And the reason why that is, you could get different attachments for these. So that comes off fairly easy. I can pull a bucket off in just a matter of minutes. You can put a mower deck on it, which then you have to take the heater box off and put an air cleaner on. I think they make a mower or trimmer, maybe a tiller. I don't know. They make a number of attachments for this thing, for this machine, but this has always just had the snow blower on it. My coworker, I got it from, inherited it from his uncle. He lived in Warren, his uncle, and that's Roseville Lawn Equipment. It's at 32239 Little Mac in Roseville, Michigan. Whether it's still there or not, I don't know. But it was sprayed with corrosion guard when it was brand new. And that's why you see the difference in color here. It's kind of, this is the original paint, and this is the corrosion guard over the original paint. You can kind of see it here too. It's kind of yellowed over time, the corrosion guard. The whole machine used to be like that, and over the years it's kind of coming off. But the guy I got this from, my coworker, like I say, inherited it from his uncle, who bought it brand new in '76. And his uncle was very meticulous about maintenance, really looked after things. And again, like I say, you take care of things, they take care of you. You don't take care of them, they'll let you down, guaranteed. So my coworker, when he got this, he didn't check the oil in it. and he started it up to start snow blowing and immediately seized the motor up. And I would buy snow blowers in estate sales like I still do, you know, buy things and sell them. And I had, I don't know, this was probably the early 90s, 90 or 91. And I had a couple, 2 or 3 snow blowers for sale. And this was, you know, December, January. And so I gave him 25 bucks trade-in on this towards one of my other snow blowers he purchased. And I immediately went and bought a new short block for it, which there's the numbers for the short block. So short block was like your crank, cam, rod, pistons, valves, the moving parts. I'd use the head, the gas tank, all the sheet metal, flywheel, carburetor, muffler, starter. Everything had come off the original engine to go on the short block. So other than the moving parts section, everything is still the original engine, original ignition, original carburetor, fuel tank. And like these old snow blowers too, compared to new ones, you know, the chute is metal. You get some of these new ones and they're all plastic, and cold and snow and ice and plastic kind of, you know, they don't go as well together. You tend to, plastic gets cold and it cracks and breaks easier than with the steel. This isn't like the new snow blowers. You can see it's a pretty thick steel on this thing's. New snow blowers are like made out of car body sheet metal, or just tinny, light duty, not very durable. And this also has the controls here. That's just the on off. It's not electric. Well, it is electric start. It's right here. It's 120 volt. You plug it in, push this button, and that's the starter motor. But it also has, it says, see how it says park and fast, slow. They want you to put it there, I guess, so when you store it in the winter, if you're not in a heated space, if it freezes, it's not frozen at idle, it's frozen at full governed RPM. And it's got, doesn't matter where you leave it when it's in the heated garage. It's got 4 forward speeds. So neutral. 1 will be like for a foot of snow or more. 2 is generally 6 inches to a foot. 3 is less than 6 inches, and 4 is to move it around, or if you just have an inch or so, and reverse. In the video I was snow blowing in 2. And anyway, I just thought I'd throw a little video up on the machine, seeing that you know, so you can kind of see what it is, what it's about. It's been a fantastic machine that I just kind of try and look after. And when these are the original shoes, when they wear out, I just weld. See where I've welded a bit of strap iron to the bottom. I just pop them off, weld a new piece on when they wear out. And it's got to replace the scraper blade, probably the original scraper blade, probably about 10 years ago. So it works good still. But yeah, you just you know, you take care of these things, clean them, keep a brush on the snow blower. So before I put it back in the garage, I can brush as much of the snow off of it as possible to keep the garage drier. And even if you don't have a heated garage, you brush the snow off, the machine will last longer. Just, you know, take the time, take a couple minutes, clean the snow off the machine, check the fluids, you know, oil and lubricate moving parts. I try and hit these every time or two I use it. The grease fittings, like I say, maybe once or twice a season. But, you know, it keeps these springs from rusting and the mechanisms that move, and you know, it just makes the machine last. The 49-year-old machine still works great because it's been looked after. And it's the same with cars and trucks. You take care of them, they take care of you. You don't take care of them, they let you down. So it's all about how you maintain your equipment as to how it lasts. But anyway, I just thought I'd throw up this little video on the old Areins 2-stage here. I sold that Montgomery Ward Gilson Products snow blower that's in past videos. Hopefully they're getting good use out of it in the snow, and I wish we'd get a little bigger snow so I could really put this thing to work if we get like a foot of snow, which the first year I moved here from Savannah was the snowiest year on Michigan record, and it was, this snowblower got to work out that winter with regular foot deep snowfalls. Anyway, yeah, we haven't had good snow in a number of years. And, you know, last year I didn't even really need a snowblower. I could have done all the shoveling. This year I've used this machine 4 times, and I used that Montgomery Ward one 2 times before I sold it this year. And hopefully, you know, we'll get a big snow to where I can actually really use this and really enjoy it. But anyway, that's it. I just thought I'd just yap a little about the machine and, you know, what you saw snow blowing, and that's it. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up icon. It helps out. If you like my channel, that 348 engine icon that powers my 59 Chevy that's all covered up here, that'll help you subscribe. And thank you for watching my video.